think being alone is something to fear. They say things like, don't isolate yourself. You need someone. Aren't you lonely? But let me tell you something most people never understand. Alone isn't lonely. It's powerful. Because here's the truth no one tells you. Most people are terrified of silence, of stillness, of their own company. They fill every space with noise, every pause with distraction. They surround themselves with people, not out of connection, but out of fear. The fear of being left alone with their own thoughts, the fear of who they are when no one's watching. But me, I learned to love that space, to sit in it, to grow in it. I wasn't always this way. There was a time I reached out to anyone who'd listen. A time when I thought being surrounded meant being loved. A time when I mistook presence for loyalty, noise for companionship, attention for care. And every time I gave too much of myself away, I lost another piece I had to fight to reclaim. Until one day, I stopped searching for someone to complete me and started becoming the person I needed. That's where everything changed. That's when I realized being alone isn't a punishment. It's a place of power, a sanctuary, a forge. Alone is where I heard my own voice again, unfiltered, uninterrupted, undeniably mine. It didn't whisper like it used to. It roared. It said, "You don't need the crowd. You don't need the noise. You don't need to prove your worth by being seen." In solitude, I met my truest self, not the one shaped by expectations, not the one molded to please or fit or blend, but the one who stood without applause, without a stage, without validation. And for the first time, I was enough. When you walk alone, you begin to see clearly. You see who never truly cared, who stayed only for convenience, who clapped for your wins, but vanished for your pain. You see how often you abandoned yourself just to be accepted, how much of your soul you silenced just to belong. And then you begin to return to yourself, to rebuild, to rise. Alone is where you sharpen your instincts. You learn to trust your own voice, not the noise of the world, not the pull of pressure, not the fear of being misunderstood. You walk into the fire without someone holding your hand, and you realize you didn't need saving. You just needed space to remember you were the flame. People confuse solitude with sadness, but loneliness isn't about the number of people around you. It's about connection. And if you're not connected to yourself, you'll feel alone in a crowd of thousands. But when you're grounded in your own presence, you can sit in silence and feel full. You can walk alone and feel whole. You can be unseen and still feel worthy. I've had nights where no one called, where no one checked in, where the world was silent. But I didn't break. I breathed. I learned that my own breath was enough, that my heartbeat didn't need an audience, that peace was something I could give myself. No permission required. Alone is not weakness. It's not defeat. It's not isolation. It's a declaration. I am enough with or without you. It's walking past the noise and saying, I know who I am. I know what I bring. And I don't need to shrink just to fit your comfort. Alone is where I built my discipline, where I formed unshakable habits, where I created in silence what would one day speak loudly. No distractions, no applause, no fake support, just me. and the work and the will. You see, when you're alone, you learn how to carry yourself. And when you can carry yourself, no one can use your fear of loneliness against you. No one can control you with absence. No one can manipulate you with silence, because you've made peace with being alone. And that peace is power. Solitude taught me to love differently, not from emptiness, not from need, not from fear of being alone, but from overflow. Because now, I don't seek people to fill a void. I seek people who add value to the fullness I already hold. If you're in my life now, it's because I choose you, not because I need you to survive. So if you're walking alone right now, don't run from it. Embrace it. Sit in it. Let it teach you. Let it strengthen you. There's a version of you waiting on the other side of silence. Stronger, wiser, unshakable. The world will always chase the spotlight, the noise, the crowd. But I walk a different path. I walk quietly, steadily, alone, and fully in my power. Because I've learned something most people never will. Alone isn't lonely. It's where the real ones are made.